This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of December 23rd, 2024. We've hit the last full week of the year. Mars retrograde is really making itself known. Everybody is on a more internal journey than they're perhaps admitting to the outside world. Mars in the sign of the child, Mars in the sign of the self, is encouraging inward direction no matter how insane things are out in the world. And some of that journey at the start of the week pushes us into adjustment. We adjust how we're going about something. We adjust our agenda. We adjust our mode of action. We adjust our activities, which is from and in conjunct between the Sun and retrograde Mars on the 23rd. Most of the rest of the week deals with the multiple storylines that are going on, the multiple experiences of reality, the chaos, the information overload, and something about this week ties to a desire for calm and sanity that was seeded on the solstice, December 21st, and part of this week also ties back to something that you experienced August 19th. This week, Jupiter, which expands everything it touches, makes its second of 3 squares with Saturn, Lord of adulting, influence of containment, responsibility, consequences, structure. This is exact on Christmas Eve, and it brings a sense of shutting down some of the running every which way, containing some of the chatter, containing some of the chaos, and emphasizing the imperative that the skies are imposing on us. Mercury, which rules our communication flow, our thoughts, how we get around, Mercury is part of the mix. Now, for quite some time, Mercury and Jupiter have been in an amplifying relationship, a relationship of resonance called mutual reception. Mercury is in the sign that Jupiter rules. Jupiter is in the sign that Mercury rules. Mercury has recently been retrograde, and now it is moving forward, and it is in an opposition to Jupiter, like pulling a rubber band tighter and tighter and tighter, perhaps amplifying some of the information and misinformation and confusion that Mercury dug up during his retrograde and factoring it into the current imperative. And each of Mercury and Jupiter is bearing down on Saturn as monkey in the middle. This is a T-square, and it is a configuration that is kind of like having a bow and arrow and pulling the bow back really, really taut. The energy is heading toward where the arrow is going. The arrow is heading toward Saturn. There is a call to calm down, to bring containment, to stop the every which way of our thinking. There is a call here to choose, to take responsibility for the words coming out of your mouth, the effect you have on everyone around you, for your energy, for the thoughts that you are espousing. There will be in the collective a call to calm down a lot. Doesn't sound like a particularly jolly Christmas and Hanukkah time, but it is a sanity-inducing time, a calm, I am choosing what I have dominion over, and that is where my focus is. The specific dates are the square between Jupiter and Saturn, which first happened on August 19th, is exact on December 24th. And Mercury is already in aspect. The T-square is already in place when this happens. Mercury's role in this tightens up. It opposes Jupiter exactly on the 26th, and it squares Saturn exactly on the 27th. So this colors the whole week. Look for what you can control, what you can calm down, what you can bring structure to, what can you take responsibility for in your life. Pull your focus back. Choose what your information sources are. Maybe don't listen to so much. Maybe don't spend so much time online. Hey, holidays, maybe focus on those instead. And the containment flows into something breaking open for you. Venus squares Uranus on the 28th. This is a liberating, awakening moment, event, development. Venus and Uranus are in the same cahoots-like relationship that Mercury and Jupiter are. Venus is in the sign that Uranus rules, Aquarius, and Uranus is in a sign that Venus rules, Taurus. They're in mutual reception, so they have a natural resonance. This is going to probably break down some of the resistance to the change, to the breakthrough, to the awakening, to the liberation that comes off of this. This is a short, sharp, perhaps shocking moment that brings relief, that brings a wish into being, that opens a heart's desire, that brings a breakthrough in something involving money or technology or relationships or values or all of the above. Those of you who celebrate Christmas might feel that Santa arrives a little late, but you'll be very happy when he does, in fact, show up. Homing thought of the week. Saturn is my friend. Song of the week, I have two, very old. Everybody's Talking at Me by Nilsson, and you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. Rolling Stones, and the image of the week is a door unlocking. As always, you'll find more about all this in my forecast for the month of December and for next week's Capricorn New Moon, both of which are up at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. I'm Kathy Biehl, a professional astrologer with more than 30 years' experience. Coming up early in January, I have my annual Write Your Story for the Year workshop with Donna Woodwell. That is live on January 8th. It includes a recording, a workbook, follow-up question and answer session, and it helps you customize the year's aspects to your particular chart. I'm also taking part in a quantum astrology gathering hosted by Louise Eddington. I'll be talking about storytelling astrology. That is free, and it runs from January 6th to the 17th, and links for both of these events are below. I host lots of bonus content on patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm deeply grateful to the people who support my work there. I also host the show Celestial Compass on Om Times Radio and TV on the first and third Monday of every month at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm in charge of lively conversation on Facebook, on the page Empowerment Unlimited, and in the group, the Astro-Insight Lounge. I post on Blue Sky, Instagram, and Threads at K.A. Biehl, and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel. Happy holidays, and talk to you next week.